Hi, I'm Deborah Christopher, and this is Pipsqueak Sneak Peeks. On this episode, we take a look at the upcoming production of Jekyll and Hyde the Musical, presented by the Greater Orlando Actors Theater. I sat down with director Paul Castaneda and some of the cast to talk about this thrilling musical. So without further ado, let's take a peek.
Jekyll and Hyde the Musical by Frank Wildhorn is the story of a man who tries to find a way to use science to separate good from evil in the hopes of helping his father and mankind, and what happens when he actually succeeds. What I wanted to go for was to find the dichotomy not just in Jekyll and Hyde, because that's the easy one, that's what everybody's looking for, but what are the dichotomies in the society that he lives in, and in the women that he falls in love with, and in the people that love those women.
John, I know I'm right. I've let my vision guide me. I'm so weary of the fight. My name is Adam McCabe, and I'm playing Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. What Jekyll and Hyde have in common is that they both care insanely. That's one thing that people don't really seem to pick up, because Hyde is such a force of nature and such a huge, crazy monster. But they definitely are both incredibly passionate, just in different directions.
My name's Siobhan Gale, and I'm playing Emma Carew, which is Henry Jekyll's love interest. So she is from the upper class, and she has chosen to marry a doctor, Henry Jekyll. And so she's going through that process with him as he tries these experiments on himself. The discovery that happens in the actual process of creating the character and working with Paul and the rest of the amazing actors here, that's really my favorite. I see beyond the
My name is Hannah Celeste, and I will be playing Lucy Harris. She is the main attraction at the Red Rat, and she's actually a dream role of mine, so I'm very excited to play her. My favorite part of the process has been discovering things about myself that I never knew. Lucy is a part of me. I am that. I can feel empowered. So it was discovering that these things that this character has, being such a strong woman, I hold in myself.
Being able to work with a cast of over 20 people who are so dedicated in their dancing, in their singing, in their character work has been an amazing experience. The idea of good and evil is so relevant to the way that we label people even today. People like to pretend there's no grays, and life is all about the grays.
There are teachers who lie, there are lawyers who teach, take a pick, dear, 'cause it's all a facade.
I have one more question, and I think this is like the most important question.
Sure.
So if your character was a household appliance, which one would it be?
Household appliance.
If Emma was a household appliance, it would definitely be something useful, but I think something with a little bit of style. So maybe not so much like a broom or a mop, but maybe like a vacuum cleaner.
I would say she would be an espresso machine, because she's got a bite to her, but she's also smooth and she's sultry. So I would say she's an espresso machine.
I guess Hyde would just be a butcher's knife, right? Yeah, Hyde would be a butcher's knife, and I guess Jekyll would be a butter knife? I don't know. Let's go with that.
Jekyll and Hyde the Musical is running from September 9th to the 25th at the CFC Arts Theater on Ivanhoe in College Park. This musical has a cast of over 20 talented performers, so it's a night of theater you definitely don't want to miss. If you liked this video and want to see more like it, be sure to subscribe to the Pipsqueak Collective YouTube channel. I'm Deborah Christopher, and this was Pipsqueak Sneak Peeks.